All right, I'd like to update you on Ghostcodes. We're going to talk a little bit about what Ghostcodes has released with the new update. We're going to talk about some of the things that you can utilize for growing your Snapchat through a tool like Ghostcodes. So Ghostcodes 1.2 is the update and it is packed full of a bunch of awesome things. So we're just going to kind of go down the list and talk about each one. First, let's go ahead and open up the app and I will try to pull them up. So one of the things about Ghostcodes is before you couldn't browse anonymously. So for those of you who wanted to check out new people to follow really cool people, but didn't really want to be found, now you can. So if you go to your profile and you go to the settings, you can go into ghost mode, which will help you go from being visible to invisible. So if you do that right here in the settings, you'll be able to set yourself to invisible. You would select yes. Me personally, I enjoy the fact that I'm visible and people can find me, so I'm going to hit no. But if you wanted to go invisible, obviously you would just hit yes. And now, once you do that, you could browse anonymously. I'll show you what this looks like from the other side. Let's see if I can find someone. I saw someone recently. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There it is. See how it says a ghost save your code? That is what it looks like when you're browsing anonymously. So that's one of 4 updates that we're going to talk about. Okay, the second option that you can do, there's a second new thing that you can do with updates, is you can sort 4 different ways. Before you used to be able to only sort by number of kudos, but now you can sort 4 different ways. So we'll go to businesses, and you can see here that mine, you can see the little baby in the top right. That's where you're going to click how to sort. Let's start by going to most kudos. Sweet, so you can see at the top left, there's yours truly. That's me right there. And then it is sorted right now by people who have the most kudos in this category. So now I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I want to do most popular. Most popular would be like those people who are rising the most, or they're the fastest, they seem to be getting the most hearts the fastest or whatever. I think that's what it means. It could be by number of downloads of their snap code. I'm not sure exactly how this one is determined, but I do know it's called most popular. Let's see. Okay, cool. I will tell you right here because I've got it pulled up. Most popular means these are users that are trending on Ghostcodes. The algorithm doesn't take into account the number of kudos, their total number of kudos, but rather it shakes it up with a few different metrics, aka secret sauce. So I guess we still don't really know what most popular is, but that's our best guess. Okay, so we can do that by most popular. We can randomize it if you really are just like, you know what, I just want to find random people, see what they're like within a category. You can do that just like we just did. That's pretty self-explanatory. The other last option is the one that we first showed, which is new users. So if you wanted to dominate a category and you were like, I'm just going to add every single person that jumps in this category, my favorite to kind of do that in, honestly, because I love my gamers, shout out, represent. I think I just tapped the mic, so hopefully you didn't hear that too loudly. If I wanted to, I could just stay in this category, and then every single time a new user jumps in that category, I could add them, start a conversation with them, whatever. Little side secret sauce hint, it's a great way to grow your following because those users are most likely going to be a lot stickier, meaning they're going to stay with you a lot longer than some of the top followed users because you don't know, they could be gaming it, they could be just churning through their followers, whereas some of these new users aren't necessarily doing that. So that's the 4 ways of categorizing or sorting the different people so you can find more interesting people on Ghostcodes. Let's go a little bit deeper. Okay, you can now add Periscope to your profile. So for those who give a flying hoo-ha about Periscope, you can do that. That's about that. You can see here that I did not add my Periscope because I don't care about Periscope as much as I do other platforms. You'll see I actually don't even have anything added here but my Snapchat. I'm thinking about adding my Instagram, which I'll do right now. For those of you who are watching the video, feel free to pause this right now. Well, don't pause it yet because I'm going to tell you what to do. Pause this in a minute, add me on Josh Harkis on everything, and then unpause it and keep watching the rest of the video. Ready? Go. Okay, good. Now that we are friends on everything else, we can continue going through the different sections. So again, Periscope was added, so if you want to add Periscope, you can. We're going to go back without saving. Perfect. And now the last one. So additional features. You can expand a grid view of Snapcodes in the category. So these are some more settings that are just within the actual tool itself. Even though these aren't new features, let's just go over notifications, because that's one of the biggest complaints I've heard about Ghostcodes so far is just the ridiculous amount of notifications. So if you haven't set this up in your tool, make sure you do. Make sure you go in and figure out when you want to be notified of your kudos, downloads, and ranking. Those are the 3 categories. Me personally, I don't want to be notified live. I don't want a ton of notifications like that. And I also don't want to be notified weekly. I would rather be notified daily because it's a little bit more consistent, but it's not all the time. And then also I kind of like the ranking one because they're really clever the way they've written the copy for the ranking ones. Really for all of these notifications are super clever, but that's the way I have it set up. You're more than welcome to set it up the same way I have it. I found it works really, really well for me. Okay, so as far as all that goes, there's nothing really too crazy besides that. One really cool thing that was added that I like a lot is an OG Ghostcodes badge. So original Ghost badge. So you'll see right to the right of my name, there's that little ghost and the little verified thing right there. If you joined Ghostcodes before May 15th, then you will have that OG badge showing that you were some of the first homies on this platform, and that's pretty cool. All right, that pretty much covers it. As far as some quick tricks, I'll give you some bonus tips for using Ghostcodes. Some of the things I found to be most helpful are, because you can see that I've risen pretty quickly within the app. Some of the most helpful things for me have been to go within a category, download a lot of people, and then tell them why you found them, so they're not as creeped out. Like, hey, I found you on Ghostcodes under gamers. You looked really interesting. And then ask them a question like, what do you usually snap about, or something like that. It's a great way to make yourself more human, make you not look like a bot. Be careful of saying like, hey, I gave you a like, give me a like back, or anything like that, because it can kind of make you sound spammy. And we just want to be, you follow humans on Snapchat, you don't follow robots. So don't be a robot. Don't. Okay, all right. So those are pretty much my suggestions. That's how I found it to be really, really helpful. If you have any suggestions or anything that you found helpful, write them in the comments below. Also, if you want me to follow you back, or anyone else who watches this video, write your Snapchat username in the comments below, and we'll be able to do it there. So if you enjoyed this video, follow me here on Snapchat. I'll pull myself back in case I'm already covering up the code. Follow me here on Snapchat and let me know, hey, I watched your Ghostcodes 1.2 update video, and I'd be happy to talk with you on Snapchat.